Hello and welcome to another very special episode of Gundam Battle Arbitration 2 featuring the, and I'm going to try to get it right this time, the Gaz-L Grau? Whatever. I'm going to always mess up this unit's name. It's a tradition in the orange menace colors. This is an interesting unit. It hails from the Galbaldy Alpha, which gave us the Galbaldy Beta, which gave us the Gaz-L, which gives us this. So it's an interesting unit, and technically it's partly a Gelgoog ancestor, or whatever. It hails from that line of Zeon mobile suits. This was used by Neo-zeon, of course, and it's an interesting little unit. It has a ballistic resistance of 19, a beam resistance of 17, a melee strength of 24, range strength of 22, melee strength of 33, movement speed of 135, and a thrust gauge of 70, so pretty decent all around. For skills, it has the assault booster, high performance radar, balancer, the high spec ambec, maneuver armor, forced injector, which is always great, melee combo controller, heavy attack because it's a raid, of course it has to have one of those, leg shock absorber, anti-blast stabilizer, emergency evasion system too, which is pretty good, high performance radar, special left shoulder armor buffer, special right shoulder armor buffer, and flight control program, or how I die gliding to my death. For equipment, we have the Gaz-L Grau beam rifle, which is just a Galbaldy Beta rifle. But it can charge, and it works differently, but design-wise. We have the Heat Lance, and of course, a beam saber, depending on what you want. We got the 6-tube special missile pod, but you have to stop to fire it. You have the beam lance, or the double beam saber, or whatever you want to call it. And then we have the 6-tube special missile pod incendiary. You have to fire it, but this does burn damage, aka tick damage. It's kind of a chip weapon for when you don't necessarily want to trip up all your guys in melee. It's an interesting unit. I love its design, and it's actually fairly effective. The one thing I will immediately warn you about is if you use the Heat Lance, the first strike is obscenely low. And I do mean obscenely low. You stab the floor, effectively. So if there's a slight elevation difference between you and the guy, switch to your secondary melee option and hit them with that. That's my tip of the day. But otherwise, it's a solid unit with good performance, and it's just got a really nice design. So let's see how it does in the match to come. Hello, and welcome to the match with the Gaz-L Grau, or Garu, or however you want to really say it. This is a interesting little raid unit. I'd say it's simple, but, well, it does have a little bit of going for it in complexity, but we're going to go ahead and just start it with my tradition of trying to actually grab a spawn location for the team, in this case A, and it's in my orange menace colors. I do like orange, but we're going to go ahead and just get up here and try to get into the mix. This unit, I've played it more than a few times. I see the guy trying to sneak up behind me. I'm just going to ignore him because I want to get in on this shit and just immediately do this. It'd been a small bit of time since I played it, so just trying to get used to the features. And Davy Crockett here is trying to give me shit. I really dislike most stealth units. They're usually designed for their worst players. And we'll just go ahead and remove him from play real quick. But he's going to run away because he's a stealth unit player. But, yeah, you're going to see a little bit of awkward out of it because it'd been a while since I played a unit with the Heat Lance. So, I'm going to charge up the heavy. Try to bait that out and completely miss him. Rumble Raw lives is all I can say with that paint job. Guy was playing fine, but you know, you can't fight that many people at the same time. I'm just gonna chase this guy a tad. And he was just gonna keep running no matter what. Oh boy, what a match. I can't even identify this unit properly. It's a Hazel, I believe. Yeah, it's a Hazel. And I keep just poking his knees. Well, his ankles more than anything. But, yeah, you can see what the point score is already. Not insurmountable at this point. But, well, this team's a bit of an oddball, I'd say. So, they're starting to get some points on the board. But our team's starting to do that spread out thing. And let's see about some support. I almost never try to go for the people inside, but you know, maybe. Let's see. It's gonna be coming in, and okay, I was hoping it would pop up. Okay, there's it is. Let's see. So I'm gonna try to get back in here. I see you, dude. So I'm like, okay. Let's play a little bit of Ring Around the Rosie. And it's a stealth jackass again. He's dead. So I just backed off because I didn't want to get into clashes with my own guys and trip them up. There's Rumble Raw again. And he got hit with that and then just countered through it. Sure, okay, whatever. Gotta love it, right? I was going to bait that charge out, and now I'm just going to charge into him. And there he's gone. Sometimes you got to just do that so your team can follow up on somebody. So I'm like, you know what? Let's go ahead and just grab this spot real quick. I'm staying pretty close to the unit in case the stealth shows up or somebody spawns in, but yeah, we're going to keep going. So someone's base bombing us. Our dudes are over here. Got this charged up, so I'm just gonna give him what for being a stealth unit. And gonna completely miss the Hazel custom or the Hazel there. Pardon me. But yeah. Oh man, this poor Garazulu. Oof. And I smacked my teammate in the face. Good job, me. He's putting the fight up. I gotta give him that. And the Gar is a great unit. And I'm just messing up that melee attack. But he probably would have been able to handle me a little bit better if it wasn't for 4 other people being on him. I'm going to try to make long shot miss. Oh well. I'm trying to make sure, because the last couple heavy attack units I didn't make much use of their heavy attack, so got him. Nice. Yeah, you can see I'm still trying to get used to that. There's this odd little delay, and I keep undershooting people, which is always fun. So I'm going to just try to go around. I can't believe I'm getting ignored like this. Catch him a little bit. Dodge roll out of that. I'm standing next to Rumble Raw. Completely with my attack there. Man, that lance attack is so easy to miss. I thought he was going to counter me, but there we go. Just massive bad plays right there. But considering the score, we're not doing too bad. I thought this was a complete shit show on my part until I actually saw the end results, and I was like, holy cow, that did better than I thought I did. So as you can see, our team's being fairly aggressive, keeping them in their spawn area for the most part. But, oh, there's Mr. Stealth again. So I'm just gonna basically get in a pissing match with him. Not really to any real use, but ooh, caught him in the ankles. Oh, and he's throwing his fire nuts. How wonderful! So I'll throw a little fire around too. But yeah, you know, they're doing what they can. And I'm just going to keep messing with him at the moment. I want to get in there, but I'm also looking at some of my team members who are a little bit messed up. So I see him start going for it, so I charge up my heavy. And I get down there and knock one of my guys over, but do a pretty good amount of damage. And I get a little bit more in. I finally got the double beam saber used in there. Now this guy's pretty angry. He wants to kick my ass, but I wanted to make sure that guy was dead before I got into it with the GPO or Aqua GPO one. I don't remember the name. Oh, he's gone. And there's Rumble Raw, bravely standing against the forces again. Raw was a hell of a man. Didn't know he survived. Odd. Probably should have told Hammond about that. Oh, well, you know how it goes. Let's see how we did. Okay. We got the Chad pose. Nice. And I got one spot. I can't complain about that. Later.